Hi, I'm back. It's part 2. I figured I would just get this done and over with while it was still fresh in my brain. So now I'm in my car because sitting on my porches are not ideal right now for making a video, because in my last video, and I do apologize for it being a little windy, the wind did pick up. I thought it was going to be okay, but yeah, I guess I'm sorry, something there, a little too windy. But so I'm in my car, so I wanted to finish up. I talked in my last video about, my story, and the reason why I'm doing it is because I want to document my journey, and I also was asked a lot of questions on my journey, on my story. And since I did start YouTube, and I had already lost over 100 pounds and everything, people were sending me messages asking me, well, tell us about your journey, and tell us, because I don't do weekly weigh-ins or anything. So anyway, I started off, and I made some notes because I was trying to be organized. So my story, I titled it, just being real, being honest. And it's from loss to depression to morbid obesity to health. And I'm in health, that portion health, but we also have to look back on, how we got to where we are, and because I certainly don't ever want to go back. I don't ever want to go back. So I had told you, just to recap, the loss was loss of my fortune, the loss of my, homes, my life as I knew it, not due to my negligence, but due to somebody else's. And the loss of 4 pregnancies, 4 babies. And then the loss of, my oldest daughter was a twin, and I lost that at 5 months, 4.5, 5 months. The heartbeat was gone. Then complete hysterectomy, everything gone at a very young age, 31, 32 is very young to have a complete hysterectomy, but I was very sick. And then the loss of my beautiful, precious mother, and all the caretaking that I had to do. Food became my friend. Depression was setting in, and I went to food. I try so hard to remember, back then, like, what was I thinking? And well, I just remember being lonely. I remember not liking living in South Dakota, wanting to go back home, wanting my life back, wanting my babies, wanting a husband to be at home every night instead of him traveling for 4 to 6 months at a time, wanting a different life but didn't know how to get it. So I would eat thinking that would help me. I don't know, I don't know. And I've been to counseling and worked through a lot of tears, a lot of actually physically getting throwing up for me. Was purging my just all that pain that I was feeling. It was quite trying, but I'm at the other end at this point. Being a caretaker, I think, too, really has been hard. That's my personality. I'm a very caring and loving person. And I genuinely, truly, if you are my friend, you are my friend. I love you. I care about you. I check on you. I am there for you if you call me, if you need me. And I'm there. I am loyal. I am very loyal. I've been married 19 years. Trust me, I'm very loyal. And so, caretaking for my elderly grandmother, who, in fact, it's been 2 years today that she passed away. She was 97. And anyway, caretaking for her, and she was one of my dearest friends as well. Great lady. She lived a long life. It's hard. My sister, I still have to take care of my sister. I have help with that, though, so that helps me a lot. And she's doing really well. So loneliness, grief, loss, mourning what was, what am I going to do with my life, food became my friend. Food became my best friend. Food was like, you know, like I think I said in my last video, was like a little secret. It was like, it was a secret. It's like, okay, well tonight I knew if I was eating like a big, like even Thanksgiving dinner, I'd take the leftovers home and I would plan like, oh, I'm going to have a little bit of that and a little bit of that later. Because it made me feel good, and a lot of times I'd spend holidays with just me and my girls because Steve was gone a lot. So, yeah, food was there for me. Came out of it a little over 2 years ago. I don't really know how it happened. I just know that I remember it being, I can't be this way anymore. I can't be this way anymore. So I went and saw my doctor, who happened to have been, she's a friend of mine, and went, to her office, and she said, Tia, I think maybe weight loss surgery is probably the way to go at this point, since you are 350 pounds, and this, that, and the other. And I had tried stuff during the 14 years. I had tried a few things, and mainly what I would do was not eat. And I don't know where in my head, I'm an intelligent woman, where in my head I thought by starving myself was the answer. But that's pretty much what I would do, would be starve. Not eat, or eat very little, and then, of course, then you gain it back more and more. So my doctor wanted to do gastric bypass, and so she said, you need to lose some weight, and this, that, and the other, and think about it, and here's some information on it. Go research it on the internet, this, that, and the other. And so I was considering it, and that was in the summertime of 2010. Started losing weight, and really started August of 2010. At 350 pounds. Then I met my trainer in, August of 2010. And then I didn't talk to her until 2011, January 2011, because she is a fitness trainer. She owns Barefoot Fitness and everything. So, and she's got all these certifications, but she's just not somebody who does it, she is really certified in all these different things. So I trusted her. And I went to her and just said, I need your help. And so she said, Tina, I've been wanting to help you. So I went and met with her. I've been doing private training now with her. She does classes, during the days, but I do personal training with her at 12:15 Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then we do tire pulls and different things on the weekends. She has a lot of other different activities and stuff. And she's become one of my dearest and best friends, and she's helping change my life. At the gym, we eat paleo, and paleo, in fact, I got this wonderful book that I just got. It's really heavy, and I'm going to be reading it some more today, and it's called Practical Paleo. And it's by Diane Sanfilippo. Anyway, paleo pretty much it's not eating processed foods. So I don't eat processed foods. Well, for a long time I didn't eat processed foods. Now let me just say, right now I'm doing a paleo challenge for 30 days. I do not do strict paleo. Last March I hit a plateau. I had lost, I think I was 250. I think somewhere around 250. And oh my goodness, 250 something, and I couldn't get out, and I was struggling, and so we modified it. We modified my food, meaning we changed things up, and we added, I added Greek yogurt, I added cottage cheese, I added beans. On my days that I work out, I don't carb load. I think there's a kind of a misconception on that. I carb cycle, meaning on the days that I do my boot camp workout, I will eat, I might have oatmeal, like a steel cut oats with some coconut milk, and boil that together and add a banana. And I eat more carbs. Now on the days like today, I won't, because I'm going to do I got my treadmill last night, so I'm going to be doing some work on that, but I'm not doing boot camp today. So, and I'll talk more about that when I have it all written out exactly, so I'm giving you the correct information, because I really want to make sure. I'm going to tell you guys how I eat. I am not, at this point, a fitness trainer. I am not a nutritionist. I am going to be starting school in March of 2013. I've signed up. I'll talk more about that later. When I get my degree, my certification in nutrition, then I will come on and I can say what I can say. But right now I can tell you what works for me and how I've lost 131 pounds. So I don't want to come on and say this is how you should do it, because that's, and even when I become getting into nutrition, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. You know, but I will feel more confident in giving you, you know, the advice when I've gone to school. When I've gone to school and I have all the information to back it up. I mean, it works because it's working for me. But I've had a brachioplasty in July of this year to cut off the excess skin of my arms because it was hindering my training. I'm going to be doing powerlifting. It is one of my loves. Some people, you know, when they lose a lot of weight, they do you know, marathons, which I'm going to be doing a marathon in June with Rob and Julie. And some people get into running. Some people get into, excuse me, they get into other types of things. Whatever it is, endurance walking, running, triathlons, marathons, hiking. I want to be a powerlifter. I love kettlebells. I powerlift with kettlebells, but I'm going to powerlift with a big bar. But anyway, in my health notes here that I wrote down, it says here that within this health that I'm in right now has come forgiveness. I have forgiven the person that betrayed me, that the family member that betrayed me, who was a very prominent person in the town. I mean, I grew up, they used to call us like the little Kennedys. You know, my father we were I grew up in a political family. And my father was in the spotlight. So it just was a lot of forgiveness, and I have forgiven. I have forgiven. This has been hard work, you guys. This is hard work. And I have determination to do it. And if people ask me, say, what is one thing that you can say to somebody? And it would be determination. Do you want it? Do you want it? And if the answer is yes, then do it. Then you can do it. Of course, there's all this other, you have to do the work. Nobody can do the work. If I can, you know, I look at losing 131 pounds, and I mean, I'm still on my journey, and I still have a ways to go, but it's like I see other people struggling, and you know, in my day-to-day life, like people that I run into, and it's like, oh, if I could just, you know, do it for you, or, you know, but you have to want it. You have to want this, and you can do it. You can do it. I was in a dark hole, you guys. I was in this dark place. And I didn't know if I was going to come back. I really didn't know if I was coming out. Even with medication, even with an antidepressant, I didn't know if I was coming out of it. You know, it's just, I didn't know if I was going to come back. But I'm back. And I'm here. And I'm present. And I am living. And I am loving. And I am the best friend that you could want. I am the great wife. I hope he knows how lucky he is. I am a great mom. I'm a great teacher. I care and I love deeply. I'm a very emotional, I'm a very strong-willed person. So I feel a lot. Because that's what my husband was saying. Oh, you're always just so emotional. Or it's like I feel a lot. And so I've had to grow up. I have responsibility, and I'm stepping up to the plate, and I'm being responsible. And it's my choice. This is what I choose to do, and this is what I am doing. So this is just my little short story version. There is a lot more that goes along to it, and we'd have to spend a whole weekend together for me to share my whole story with you. But anyway, we're going on 14 minutes now, and thank you for sitting through, because it was probably like, what, a half an hour, part 1 and part 2 of my story. But if you have any questions, or I'm sure when I watch this back, I'm going to be like, oh, I forgot to say that, or I forgot to say this. Let's just, you know, I can't cover it all, you know, in just a little video. But I wanted to put it out there because I want to help people. I want people to know that you can do this. And that if there's anything that I can do, if you want to talk to me or if you want to email me or something, I'd be more than willing to just, share what has helped me. I am not, there's not a magic pill. That's for sure. I would have taken it probably a few years ago if I could have, but anyway, you guys, I hope you're having a blessed, wonderful Saturday, and we will talk to you soon. My kids are making some more food in the kitchen. It smells like a bakery in there. They're making pumpkin spice muffins. Not healthy, mind you. Pumpkin spice muffins, banana bread. Oh, and some, oh my goodness. I'm going to have to drive somewhere because it smells so good. I'm going to have cherry, turnover things with, powdered sugar on them or something. Oh my word. They want to bake today, which is great, but I'm not eating it. So, okay, you guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.